Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the studio. Here we are. We are trying to do another level of this piece. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go around like this and run this. Actually, I should probably run it on the edge of the, yeah, that's what I'm going to do, and let it slide down. And then we're going to get our shells. I'm going to run out of this UV in a second, and then grab another bottle. We've got a spare. Tell you what, these things, they go a long way. I might go this way now so that you can see what I'm doing. So just running it, and I'm sorry if you haven't seen how I got to this stage, watch the part 1. But it goes on for like over an hour, and I've cut a lot out of it already, and some of the bits I just didn't feel that I should cut, and I didn't want to make like an extra part out of it. So what I did was just decided I'll just put it on, and if people get sick of seeing some things, they can because there's a lot of elements, a lot of things that went in, and I just wanted the newbies to know. Also, you don't even have to be a newbie, like you haven't done this, like I haven't done it before, and I'd like to see how it's done. And it doesn't mean that it's perfectly done or done correctly, but this is just one way of doing it. And if I can inspire anyone to do something similar, like other than just pouring into molds and things, if I can encourage you, don't tell me. Okay, here we go. Just can't see any. So anyway, other than just pouring into molds, I mean that's fun too, and that's great, and I've done it. And but there's so many other things that you can do. You can paint, you can so it's good to kind of open your horizons a little bit, just like look beyond that line, and get creative. Okay, so I'm picking some. I'm not sure if I should maybe just do one up and one down. Let's see. Some of them are, which way should I go, like that or like this? Okay, so I'm gonna righto, and some bigger, some smaller, because they don't have all of them small. So this one was up. I'm gonna speed this bit up, I can tell you that, because this is the boring part. See, this is where the confusing part is. And while that's happening, I might just pop this on something. See if I can find something that it can sit on. And then I'll just move it as I go. I mean, I could go and start it up a little bit first. Didn't I say I was going to shut up and speed it up? So anyway, that's what I'm doing. Just going around and starting to activate this UV resin with my UV light. Ooh, look at that shimmer. And then I'm just going to sit it here and then move it as I go. It should stay there. Should being the key word, and it does not want to, my friends. Let's get something else. Alright, let me fiddle. Okay, so need to improvise. So I just got a piece of cardboard. I've got my thing make sure that the button is up here so I can press it on and off, and I want to make sure that that is facing good, like that. This is going to hold it in place so it doesn't move. That's beautiful. And I'm just going to tape it real tight so it doesn't go anywhere. I'm going to go and grab some more tape. Oh, of course it's not going to reach. And tape underneath there so it doesn't move down here. Okay, there you go. Neat little gadget. And look, it's not going anywhere. And I can have that sitting there while I am continuing with my work finally. I just had to put my thinking cap on for a second. And that's what I did. I see how it's starting to set, so I've got to keep going with it, you know. That's already set up. Wow. What about down here? Okay, I'm going to just put a little bit more on there. Turn it off for a second. And I'll wait until I progress a little further. Because that, ladies and gentlemen, is set. Come on, Eileen. Is there anything in there? Okay, now what I'm going to do, or what I started doing already, is running this, oh gosh, clean my hands. It's just running this, actually let me just feel which one's a bit loose. I put the light on there. See, good little gadget. Okay, so running for the 5th time. Come on, get it out, Suzana. This UV resin over that ring, and kind of like touching the shells as well a little bit, because I'm not sure yet what to put on here, but I want to put something that's not too big and not too small, if you know what I mean, just in between, just to hide that ring. I'm always a little bit careful when I'm using this thing. Turn it off now because I don't want this going hard. And then it's just a waste. Okay, so the whole thing is done. So now what to do with it is a good question. Alright, I'm going to think about what I'm going to put on there. Okay, every time I go looking through my gems drawer, I always find, you know, I go in there to grab one thing and then I find something else that I think it would look great. So these are little, are they glass or acrylic? I think it might be acrylic. I'm not sure, but they're like little diamonds. And I want to put them around this. I think it's going to look great just around my little, oh, this one's not proper, sort of just sitting out that way, and I can actually arrange them first before I put my UV resin in there. I don't know, let's see what it's going to look like. And just naturally fall like that, which is pretty cool. Can't believe it. Must be getting in touch with my feminine side today. Actually, I've been like that for the last few weeks, making all those, using all the soft colors, and goodness gracious, not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. I'm usually bold colors. And so what do you reckon? That looks alright? I think that looks alright. Is it straight? So then I can just go and do a little stream around just with my, or I can move them and then do it properly. Let's do it properly. What do you reckon? I could even go around the edge with these. Oh my gosh, now I'm going crazy with it. I might actually do that. I think it'll look pretty just with diamonds around the edge, because I'm going to have another coat. Alright, let's just do that. I think I've got enough. And I'm just going to go around with my UV first. See, I didn't plan it, honest. I might even go around the outside of it and just make sure that I do a good line. I'm not worried about the battery running out on my light, because I've got spare batteries. I've bought a whole packet of them, so I will be fine. That's plenty. I'm just going to give it a little zap just to get it started. Not too much. And then I'm going to start with, might put a big one at the front. Start with a big one, like that. Nice. And then I'll just go with the smaller. There's two sizes here. I haven't separated them. So I'll just do that. I'll speed this bit up. And then I shall be back. So I just had to bring the camera down so I can see. I always see better in the camera than in person somehow. It just depends on the angle that I'm looking at. And it also gave you a chance to have a look at it close up. So I think it's good. And we're going to go around, make sure that that stays there. So I'll do this for about a couple of minutes and I'll be back. Alrighty, I'm actually sitting down, and I rarely sit down when I'm doing resin. I don't have a lot of room under here for my knees. But anyway, I'm just my back was getting sore from bending. So I'm going to go in with these. I actually don't know what these are, but my friend Laura gave me these, and she has them. I'm sure she still has them in her shop. They are iridescent. I don't know if you can see that. They're quite sort of, they're like little diamond shaped silver things. Little, yeah, with that iridescent shimmer. Now I am not going to go and be super pedantic and have them all sitting up. If they fall like that, that would be marvelous, but I'm not going to go one by one and do that. Sorry, I can't. I can't. Oh, let's just see how it goes. If I can just maybe use my fingers and sprinkle them, and hopefully they'll, oh no, they don't want to fall there. They want to be naughty and run everywhere. Get back there. Get back there. I'm going to need to get something for these guys, because, alright, so I might have to use a spoon. Can't even see them. Everything is so shimmery. So I might just have to use the spoon. And I'm just hoping that they will naturally turn that glass, iridescent glass, side up and not the silver up, because that'll be nice to have that. So let's see how we go with the spoon. There's another one that escaped. See, they just want to naturally fall the wrong way. I might go and try to do something with it. Anyway, I'll keep going like this. Alright. I do apologise about my fingernails. They're looking pretty rough. So yeah, it doesn't help when I'm mixing paints and then I have, you know, I don't put my gloves on sometimes, and then the nail polish doesn't like isopropyl alcohol when I try to scrub them off. So yeah, nails don't like them either. I do apologise, don't look at my nails, please. So you can get these little diamonds at Le'RezArtCorner.net, or at least ask her if she has some, because I'm not sure. She gave me these when she was here in Australia back in 2019, before all this started. Okay, here we go. I do have some leakage down there of this UV resin, but I will be able to take that off, and you never know, I might even add some more stuff onto these shells, or behind or in front of these shells. You just never know. You never know. So I'm just going around and pretty much just tidying this up, and you know, some of them might have a little bit more than others, but I don't mind that. I think it gives it character, and I'm always after character. I'm going to get some more of these and add them. I don't have so much here because it was hard to do it from this angle, but anyway, I'll add some now. And I pretty much used up all of it, and I have some that are resined in there, so I must have before put a spoon which had resin on it, and it just stuck to the jar. Alright, let's need some more here. There we go, a few more there, and maybe a few more here. Just get rid of all of it, so it's all gone. And these ones are stuck to the jar, so they're not going anywhere. Where am I missing some? Yeah, and I've got some out which I'm going to pick up and pop in there. Like that, easy peasy. Okay, so just moving them all back there. If I've got a brush handy, I just want to make sure that, because I can't really see that good. Oh, because I've got a lot of iridescent stuff here. See, I would have missed that one and that one, but the brush doesn't miss anything. So that's what I'm going to do. I don't really want to get any. Okay. I'm using the silicone brush for this because I don't want to ruin my brush with this UV resin, but with the silicone brush I can easily clean it. But I'm trying to just pop these guys up onto the frame. That's what I'm trying to do, just to sort of secure them in there. And the resin is going to come again, just a regular resin. It's going to come on and cover this whole area again. So that's pretty good. Now I'm going to go around with my light again. and I'll be back. Okay, so I'm thinking I want to use my white opal around the heart on the outside and see what that looks like. I'll have to stand up and look up, because they turn like into a bluish color. So I was either going to do that, I don't know, let's see. I'll try and pop them all around, and then I can always pick them all up if I don't like it. Either that or my iridescent stuff, but I think this this opal will be nice in here, because that's from a distance you can't really see the edge of the heart. So I was thinking just to decorate it a little bit with my nice opal here. What do you reckon? Because that sort of turns into a, I don't know, where's my brush? Here it is. See if I can do it justice. What do you think? Does that look alright? I was going to do diamond dust, crushed glass, and go around the outer edge. But I'm not sure. I think it might be a bit too much. It's the same one that's in there. And I'm going to go, I think I'm going to go in with this. So what I'll do is I'll apply it down first, because I want to use my brush. And then I'll pour the, oh gosh, look at that. Just going to go around like that and use my brush to spread it around. Right, let's go in with our resin now. Just to hold them all in place. And I'm just going to let it sit to allow it to fall down the cracks. Oh, I've got a few there that I can move up here. I've got some gaps. Such an interesting gem, this one. With resin, it just turns into this really gorgeous light blue. I keep going for this one. It's one of those bubbles. It's underneath. It's actually encased in resin, sealed in resin. I'm trying to pick it up thinking that it's my opal. Oh dear, things we do. Alright, so that's that. Let's go around with the light. Mixed my resin. This is platinum art coat. It is a thicker resin. I will definitely tell my kids not to let the kids play with this, you know, because there's small parts and you know, it's meant to be hung up. I'm not too worried about which resin comes on at the moment, and I'm only putting this on the outer side. It might leak. Yes, I know it's got about a trillion bubbles in there. That's alright. This is a self-gassing resin and bubbles will pop up all on their own, but I will give it a little bit of heat. That was only 60 milliliters of resin that went in there. and I think it's going to be perfect for this, and we'll see now if it'll leak. Oh gosh, I hope this video doesn't end up being another really long one. It's, you know, I feel bad for you guys. Well, not for all of you. I know some of you are happy to just watch the process, the whole process, but it takes me forever to edit, because some of the things, you know, I just have to sit there and watch the whole thing, cut out things or speed bits up and zoom in on some bits, so I'll go back and forth. It takes me hours to do it, so, but I'm happy to do it as long as, you know, everybody's happy to watch. But I do try and make it as quick as possible. So this is just a simple process where I just bring this up to this. Oh, I've got to get up again. I can't sit down and work. I've got to be above it. Okay, so that is it. And I'm going to let it sit and settle for a bit, and then just going to go around with a torch. I want to make sure that goes all the way up to the top yet. Okay, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Quick torch. Ooh, you see those bubbles pop. Now I'm going to leave it alone and come back in a few hours. Then I'm just going to go and wipe around here, and I'm going to get some glitter or something and sort of stick it on the sides. That's the plan, but we shall see. Thanks for watching so far, and I'll see you soon. Okay, so I'm back. So all I'm going to do now is just pull this. See how it's pretty sticky, and it hasn't even been that, has not even been that that long. It's only been about half an hour, and look how sticky that's getting already. Wow, okay. And this is not a fast setting resin, so I wonder if it's reacting a little bit with the, it might be reacting with the UV resin which was under here. That's why it's making it like that, a little bit stretchy and stringy, which is not concerning us at all. As long as I got all of my shells kind of like covered, I'm happy. I'm just going to go around. Yeah, that's definitely where that UV resin was. I'm just picking up everything and moving it up here, like so. And then I'm going to go around and clean. Right, so now I'm going to get a clean alcohol wipe, and I'm going to add some extra isopropyl, which is 99% alcohol. And now I'm just going to go around and just wipe. Okay, so I decided to go around and lift this up, and as you can see, it has stuck underneath there because of all of that resin that leaked. So I decided to just go around and lift it up. It hasn't been too hard. And then I'm just gonna let them sit on something so that this resin can drain. And I'm doing that because I don't want to have any sharp edges, and it's going to be too hard to sand in between these, so that's why I'm going to lift it up and do it that away. And I might even lose some of the, gosh, come on, shells that are a little bit loose here. They might fall off, but they might not. Do you see that one's really stuck in it? But we are very persistent. There we go. There we go. Ah, wonderful. Right. Oh my gosh. I'm good at making a mess and creating difficulties, but I'm good at fixing things too. So, oh, I've already got them up here. So I'm going to grab a couple of these and we'll lift this thing up. Use my gloves. Yeah, see that mess? Let me have a look underneath there. Oh, wow. Okay. I might grab two and pop it. Over like that. This one just doesn't. I might get a tape. I see it wants to keep sticking out. The rest of them are good. Yeah, no, that's good. That is a good idea, Suzana. Pat myself on the back for that one. And now I'm just going to go around with a heat gun and relax this resin so it falls. You know what the problem is? It's that what do you use? Use this one. You see that? That is the actual UV resin. Okay. Okay. Well, there's not a lot of it, so that's all right. I can deal with that. No problem. Now, I'm glad I didn't put anything over. No, that's all right. They're pretty soft, so I'll deal with that. Okay, it's the next day. Everything is nice and solid. I just went around and just trimmed a little bit of the, let me sit that down like that. There was just a little bit of that. See, there's some left there. The UV resin is softer than your regular resin. So it was easy to just trim it around. But I will do this side now as well. I'm going to give it another coat. Not sure what to do about this, but we'll see. Something will come to me. Okay, so I've put 2 coats of this black gesso on here. So now when I look at the light, I look through, nothing's coming through. So that's what I want. That's what I wanted. That was the idea. But because that pen was so, transparent, even though it looked, and it's different when you're painting on glass as well. You always gotta reinforce it. So I'll know that next time when I'm working with something that's like glass. And I'm saying glass, it's because it's sort of like glass. Alrighty, so I've got my UV resin here. I'm going to run it around the edge because this side is going to be it's going to be slightly different to, well, not slightly different, quite different to the other side. And I decided to do that because, as you can see, this is kind of flat and it just doesn't, you know, from a distance you won't notice, but I know. Let me just line you up here and not move you again. So I'm going to go around with my UV glue here. And I'm just going to kind of just go over it for now. And then I decided to go with both of the colors. My granddaughter Charlie loves pink. I don't know if it's her that loves pink or is it her mum. One of them. So, oh, I didn't clean my little brush. I better do that now. So I thought if I put just that hot pink in there, this one here, the shells, if I just do that, it'll just, it won't really match. But if I go the outer side in this lovely purple shell, and I think I still have these in the shop, and then do the pink on the inside, and that's going to be my edge, and it's going to cover my frame. And thank you to all those people who gave me really good advice about what to use to take the sticky stuff off. I noted it. I just forgot what the name of it was. So I'll go back to the comments of my previous video doing this part 1, and then I'll write it down, because or order straight away, otherwise I will forget. I tend to forget. I'll wipe that straight away. And now I'm just going to go around with, this is going to be a bit tricky, and I better put at least one glove on. Oh bugger it, I'll put both gloves on. It's warm. And this morning I had the heater on in here, and now it's about 1 o'clock, 1:30 in the afternoon, and I'm running an air conditioner with cold air. So there you have it. Okay, I'm just going to go around. I'll probably speed this up, but this is all I'm going to do is just go like that and make sure that's sitting on the edge there. And then I'll run the inside. Well, that's the idea anyway. And you know me, I tend to change my mind because these are kind of chunky. They are not doing what I want them to do, but I think it still looks nice, so I may need to fix the individual ones, but for now I'm just gonna kind of like push them like this on the edge and stop talking, and I'll see you soon. Okay, I think that looks nice. I'm gonna move this thing out of the way in my hand. Alright, this is going to be interesting now because these are quite chunky as well. I might try it with some. Okay, that's not bad. Ah! Bugger. So while that gesso's drying, I'm doing this. And that way I'm being proactive, you know. Alright, so let's see if I can do it with this spatula. What do you reckon? That way she's got some pink in there. Everything she has is pink. And this is such a nice pink, and it's so beautiful and shimmery and iridescent. So, should be nice. Maybe her mum can put it on, like hang it on the window of her bedroom. I think that would be nice. And safe. I think it would be safer to have it on the actual window, and you get better effects that way than having it hang in like in the middle of the room, and God forbid something unhooks and falls on the kids while they're playing. That would be terrible. So I always think of these things, so I'll tell her just hang it on the window. And kids, you know, they throw toys up in the air and the ball or whatever. Yeah, definitely put it somewhere where they can't really get to it easily. Okay, now that I've done that, I'm just going to go around for about, I don't know, maybe a minute, which is not a long time because I'm going around slowly in a circle. Ooh, isn't that pretty? Oh, that turned into a blue. Oh, some of them are, it's not really a blue, it's more like an indigo. And that one too. Oh, that's pretty. Here she is, and she is looking beautiful, absolutely beautiful. This is such a nice, gentle and a soft, feminine side, and this is a little bit more out there, you know. But so see that there? I'm gonna go around with my chrome pen and make sure I do a good job, which is going to be a little bit difficult because I've got this on stands. So, but anyway, let's just go. I'll go nice and slow, but I'll probably speed it up for you. Just going to be a little. I just realized that I was leaning on this and it's still a little bit tacky. All right, I'm happy with that now. See what I mean? That's all right. I might have to cover it again with a little bit of resin. Just a little bit to sort of make it a little bit more shiny again. But I'm happy with that now. Oh, I was going to put something around here too to dress that up. Oh dear, why didn't I do that? Okay. Okay, so I might just go around and use my pen to go around. And I can see now that one side of the heart is kind of smaller than the other, so I might have to go out on the outer edge of this one. Let's see how that will move, because once I put this in, that'll be it. That's not bad. Okay, well, that's a good one. Now that should sit over here. Oh wow, see that? It's a huge difference. Oh dear. That would be perfect. How did I manage that? I might have to put some gems on there. So pretty much just that there is overhanging. All right, let me just fix this one. How does it look up there? Looks great. Okay. Okay. So I've decided to go with the UV glue and some of my diamond dust. Let me open this one up and show you. Oh. So hopefully, oh gosh, when it gets into this rim, it's really annoying. So hopefully I'll be able to do a really nice line of this, and then the glass glitter will go and sort of stick onto it, which is what I want to do. So I'm gonna be careful now not to drag this. I actually might have to sit down for this one because my hand will be steadier. Oh, gotta think of everything, don't we? Right, so we're going to go more on the outside on this side. Come on, buddy. Here we go. It's coming. I'm going to zap it with the light just a little bit because I don't want it too runny. Just to start the process. See, it stops it from moving. And now I need to make a little funnel with the paper. I will use this plastic. Oh, I nearly knocked that over. I've been knocking things over lately. I don't know what's wrong with me. So I need a small little funnel. I'm just going to get some of this plastic. Make a little funnel. It's got to be controlled. Totally controlled. If you didn't know, this is how you make a funnel. So I need that to be a small hole. I would rather wait for it to come out than, geez, let me stick you over here for a second. I would rather wait for a little while for it to come out than have a big, you know, mess coming out everywhere. So this is going to be good, and I can always cut it if it's too small. That's no problem. Oops, see, it's opened already. Okay, let's tighten that up. I don't trust it. Here we go. Here we go. Nice and thin. That's looking great. Okay. Here we go. Some of this going in. I will do it away from my piece. I don't want too much in there. Here we go. And let's start. Sometimes you have to sort of jiggle it a little bit. See that? Okay, so that might be a little bit too small. But that's alright, see, it's working. I know it takes a bit longer. Might have to cut it a bit more. It's a bit too small, but that's alright. I'd rather have it be able to cut it and open it more than not. Let's not overdo it. Let's try it there and see how we go. Oh, bugger. I dipped it in that, and it's not coming out now. Yeah. Bugger me. Okay, I'm going to have to make another funnel. or use the same one just in reverse. It's not coming out because I dipped it in the the resin, so that's all right. Just going to go around the other way now. Okay, how's it looking? I think it's, let me have a look up there. I think it's even now. I'm trying to see. I can see better. Yeah, this side is still a little bit fatter. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can see it's a heart. It's just me, you know. All right, so I reckon I'm gonna put it outside to cure in the sun, because it works better than me standing there with this torch. Actually, much quicker. So that's what I'm gonna do, and then once it's cured, I'll see if there's any. I think they are all covered. I can see some bits here that are not. So that'll, maybe I need to put a little bit over the top of it, just to make sure that it's all soaking in. That's all right. Let's take it outside. Out in the sunlight. Look at that shimmer. Oh my goodness. Ooh, I need sunglasses. And that silver dust, glass glitter worked out really well, and my chameleon's working out really well. So let's look up towards the sun and try not to blind myself. Whoa, that's really hard. I don't know if you can see anything, but oh, now a project of how to work out how to hang this thing.